Hi everyone! How are you? I hope you're having a lovely day. I'm Kate in Fantasylands, and this is the Bookworm Challenge, where I have to read and do absolutely everything in Genshin Impact. And today is the last part of the story for the main event for this patch. It's a bit nerve-wracking. I've been getting more and more suspicious about the future of Mondstadt, but okay, I know that recent events, the way that the story has been progressing in the event and generally about Mondstadt in the past patches, narratively speaking, it feels like Mondstadt is in trouble, especially with that trailer we had for the event. However, I also have a strong reason to believe that Mondstadt cannot be destroyed, or rather that it is so well protected that there is nothing that can happen to it. I don't want to get too much into that because I want to keep that theory to myself for now, but I do have a reason. I almost choked again. Okay, I have to be more careful. One of these days I'll really choke on stream and it will be very funny, but also I will be dead, so I won't be laughing with you. Okay, let's go. The main quest. Okay. If you have not played it, please, this is the time to stop watching because there will be spoilers. Variations on the Song of the Dragon and Freedom. Wait until the following day, 8 to 10. The second day's tests have come to a successful close. After a joyful banquet, the third day finally arrives. It's time to test the story's ending. Okay, I'll be honest with you, I saw another spoiler. And again, this one was even more stupid. Okay, last time I saw a spoiler on Hoyolab and I just have to forget about dailies. You know, the daily checkup for Hoyolab during these times for events and for Archon quests. But this time it was on YouTube. Okay, I just opened YouTube and the first video that was shown to me was some random channel. I don't remember the name of the channel. I deleted it from my homepage immediately with a huge spoiler. I'm not going to say what the spoiler was until we actually see it, but I'm super angry. Just thumbnail spoilers are something that I cannot accept. It's such a betrayal. Anyway, let's ignore the sad parts and just continue with the quest. Wait, there is something else that I've done? Oh yes, I remember why I didn't take it. I actually have to read that one because I've never read it. Okay, let's go.
Alright, we made it! Time for round 2! Huh? Was this bubble this color before? Is something wrong?
Is it a bit more purplish?
I'm not sure. It was like this when I came to check on things this morning.
It's the abyss. What?
What? That can't be! How would the power of the abyss even get in there?
And for what purpose?
You sure know your stuff, Traveler. That's where my head went too. But I don't know. Something is different about this power.
Yeah, it's hard to describe. It's abyssal in nature, but also not a threat? Interesting. By the way, I never checked my microphone. Wait a second, please. Okay, everything seems to work fine.
What does that mean?
It seems to be in an embryonic state. Like an egg that hasn't hatched, the dark clouds before a storm, or an omen before disaster strikes.
But why would the Abyss want to corrupt this tiny bubble? For what reason?
Of course, the world within the magic bubble is imaginary, so the same should be true of this abyssal power. At least for now.
Interesting. At least for now, so it can become a true abyssal power? With the... From what you imagine to reality. It's an interesting thing about the Abyss.
You created this magic, right, Alice? Do you have any idea what's going on here?
Ooh, new magic does often come with its issues, so I can't say I'm entirely surprised something like this would crop up. As for a solution, however, I'm afraid I need more information first.
One thing is for certain, at least. Given the current threat, we'll have to close off the bubble to event participants. My apologies, Miss Alice. I know you've made a promise to Klee, but I'm not sure you'll be able to keep it.
Oh no! That is the evilest look she can... Okay. You're very scary.
Have we ever seen Alice look this serious?
I would say it's far more serious than being serious. Honestly, if Alice gave me this look, I would be running for my life. Breaking a promise to Klee might make her angrier than all of the Taurus scheming combined. Yeah, Alice is like that. I personally cannot forgive the Torre for anything, but yeah, she be like that.
Unprecedented crisis notwithstanding, it's too soon to just throw in the towel. What we should be focusing on is how we're going to fix this.
Are we talking about the Klee situation or the Abyss situation?
Aren't they basically the same situation right now?
Both. Now, I have my suspicions, but I'll need someone to head into the bubble and confirm a few things. It's not like we can avoid going in there, right? We have to nip this crisis in the bud, after all.
I agree. We have to take action.
All right. I'll go convince Klee to play somewhere else for now and then head right back. In the meantime, Nicole, be a dear and keep observing the bubble from out here. Oh, and provide any fixes you can while the rest are inside.
I don't know, Alice. There are quite a few unknowns here. It's not like I can force people to head in there and take that risk. We angels aren't miracle workers.
You sure about that?
Fine. I'll do what I can. Just be quick, okay? This is your magic, after all.
Well, guess this is our best option. We're definitely not gonna sit back and watch.
What was today's story meant to be again?
The part where Barbados uses the lyre to summon Abyss-corrupted Dvalin. Then, everyone joins forces to fight him inside Storm Terror's lair, purges him of abyssal influence, and there you have it. Happy ending.
Did they actually include the part of abyssal... the purging of abyssal influence? And they had to imagine / create this in the bubble, and from there the abyssal energy kind of grew? And that's what corrupted the bubble? Is that what they're trying to say?
Yep, that sounds like how it happened.
Well, we've got the gang from back then all here. Let's go in and find out what's happening.
Count me in too. Potential threat or not, if there's even the slightest chance Mondstadt is in danger, I need to get to the bottom of it.
Jean?
It's nothing. I was just feeling a bit, nostalgic, getting to work together like this again.
Yeah. Yesterday felt like that too.
Yes, but that was for fun. That which confronts us now is a real crisis. So I suppose the memories just came back to me all at once.
Hi, Ayanoko. I hope you're having a lovely day. I hope you have already played this quest or you get spoiled. Please be careful.
Ooh, look at you getting all
channel. That's a first.
I. Well, I suppose I am a bit too high strung most of the time.
Hey, don't be embarrassed to say what you feel. I think that's how things should be. It's how we all grow closer. Besides, the more you open up, the less people will be surprised like Paimon here when you choose to share something.
Oh my Varka.
Just look at Paimon. No filter whatsoever, word vomits whatever comes to mind. And that's what makes her so endearing and approachable.
Is that Venti's comeback to Paimon calling him all the time tone deaf part? Oh, Ayonoko, that's great. Okay. I just got spoiled today with the thumbnail, and I don't want people to get spoiled if they haven't seen something. It's a bit of a sore spot right now.
Huh! It's about time you gave Paimon a compliment, Tone Deaf Bard. Hang on. Was that a compliment?
No, Paimon, it was not.
Before we set off, I just want to stress that whatever is happening in the bubble right now is a huge unknown. I was able to maintain contact before, but right now all I can observe within is chaos. So I imagine communication might be cut off as well. It might be difficult for us to guide you, so proceed with caution.
Don't worry. This isn't our first time leaping headfirst into a dangerous situation.
Oh, thank you, Ayonoko.
There's also a last resort I can fall back on if worst comes to worst. Though it would mean all our recent hard work going to waste.
You mean destroying the bubble entirely?
Yes, if it comes down to it.
Well, better that than Mondstadt, right?
All right, I'll monitor the situation from outside and provide whatever external fixes and support I can in the meantime.
Understood. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best. Sound good?
Yes, let's go.
All right, let's go.
Variations on the Song of the Dragon and Freedom. Let's go. Okay. This sounds like the bubble might get destroyed, not Mondstadt. Wait,
Whoa! Is this Mondstadt?
why are we alone? Everyone is supposed to enter, right? And the abyssal corrosion is so much more than I expected it to be.
Didn't we all come in at the same time? Where are the others?
The bubble must be highly unstable right now. Wait, Venti?
Look! There's Venti! Surrounded by a whole bunch of monsters!
We should go help him.
Yeah!
Ah, perfect timing. Come on, let's show these unwelcome guests the door.
If he was already here, is the traveler the last one? That entered? Ayonoko, what do you mean by you coming in night? You mean the stream time? I stream just when I have That's the only time I have in which I can stream. I have work, other responsibilities. This is the only time I'm actually free to do what I want to do. Okay, let's fight these ones. Okay.
Let's play. Time for takeoff. Yeah.
Can you hear me, everyone?
Nicole?
I pieced together some of the communication and control functions and managed to smash together some items that should give us an advantage. These elemental devices should prove useful in a pinch. Be sure to use them when things get tough.
Think you can get away? Yeah.
Oh my... Hydro Traveler is actually very powerful. Oh, thank you, Ayonoko.
Very much so, thanks to your timely arrival. But Mondstadt looks like it's in bad shape.
The story's all messed up now.
Yeah! The city's crawling with abyssal monsters. It's almost like we've already lost.
Yeah. That's why I was asking. First of all, there's so much abyssal powers around here. And second of all, if Venti was in front of us, are we the last one that actually entered from our group? I'm very worried for the rest of the people.
I'm not sure what happened, but the rest of our group might need backup. Let's find them first.
Good point. Let's go!
The Valin? This was what was spoiled for me. Not with this picture, but I don't know who it was because I immediately blocked this channel from appearing on my YouTube page. I feel so angry right now.
Look! It's the Valin! Is that just Paimon, or does he look way worse than back then?
But the question is now, at least I don't know this. Is this the real Valin that entered into the bubble? Or is this a manifestation of the abyssal powers right now in the bubble?
You're right. The corruption has spread throughout his entire body. If we had failed to purify him in real life, I imagine this is what would have become of him.
Wait! It looks like something's falling!
Those are his tears.
It's his tears.
Have you ever wondered why his tears became kind of reddish? Well, a lot reddish, if it's abyssal powers, instead of the more, let's call it natural, purplish abyssal color?
Like the ones we purified in the past?
Like, did they just want to make them look like blood? Aesthetically? Or do you think there is another reason they're red and not purplish?
Yes, but at this point, these tears are essentially crystallizations of abyssal power. If left unchecked, they will continuously summon abyssal monsters, and this disaster will never end. We also need to get our hands on one of them.
Right, so I can purify it.
No, this degree of corruption cannot be cleansed. Besides, we need them in their corrupted state if we want to summon Dvalin. I doubt the pure sound of the lyre can reach him in his current state.
Sounds like this whole thing is still gonna end in a confrontation, though. Just like back then.
Yes. I wasn't certain before Dvalin showed up, but now I'm sure this situation is more than simple chaos. It seems more like an alternate version of events, and I have some idea of how it came to be.
So do I? Okay, but we should find our companions first.
Well, monsters abound no matter where we look. You choose where to go, and I'll follow.
Okay. I know this is just a bubble world, but I'm already feeling a lot of pressure. You can see Nicole's bubble there for communication. Is Diluc inside? Oh! Oh, this is just... okay, just health. Well, since we're already here. Oh, it actually returns. Okay, that's good to know.
Hey! Diluc is over there!
See? I feel like everyone has arrived before the Traveler. But why would the Traveler take the most time to return here? I mean, to arrive here.
Yahoo! Time for takeoff. Brace yourselves.
Made it. Thanks for the assist. It looks like Mondstadt is in dire straits. Did you see any knights or civilians on the way here?
No.
And my initial suspicion could be right. The knights have abandoned the city and evacuated all civilians to a different location.
Abandon the city?
Do they mean actual knights? Or the ones that are generated in the bubble?
In the face of unrelenting abyssal attacks, it's possible they had no other choice. But none of that matters now. An empty city has its advantages. We won't need to divert our attention to protecting civilians for one. Oh, and this thing. It looks like one of Dvalin's tears. I don't feel good about just leaving it here.
That happens to be just what we were hoping to find. Let's take it with us.
Wait, what about Varka? Have you seen him?
No, I'm not sure where he is. We'll just have to keep looking. Oh, I think I saw Jean on the other side of the city. I was going to head over after clearing out these monsters. We should go help her.
Good idea.
Is there like an abyssal corrosion that kind of shows the path towards something? What did I get? Severely contaminated teardrop crystal, a quest item. From a Dvalin completely consumed by the abyss. The state of this tear reveals that the Dvalin in the story is beyond hope of healing. Okay. Wait, there are monsters here?
Think you can get away? Ha! Yahoo! Ha! Yeah! Yeah!
Oh my... What is happening? I got stuck.
Brace yourselves! Ha!
Okay.
Yahoo!
I
Would've
was
glided-
not looking very well around here at all. Did I miss somebody?
Here we go! Time for takeoff!
Or do I have to go straight to that point? There are only monsters around here. Okay. Let's go then. No. Wait, what? Why is that on the map in the very opposite direction? Wait, that is just a tear.
Let's play! Think you can get away?
Ha! Ha! Your verdict is? Ha! Yeah! Yeah! Ha!
Here we go! Let's play!
Okay. One more here. So there is something on the other end as well. I maybe should find Nico actually. I'm not careful with these characters at all. Okay. Nico. Can you save everybody actually? Yeah, thank you. There we go. Can I have a Nico just in general? In the game? There's even one Nico up there, hi. Jean!
Look, it's Jean!
Okay, let's go. Save her. Wait. I wanted... Okay.
Ha! Ha!
Time for takeoff! Yahoo! Yeah!
Ha! Ha! Ha!
Brace yourselves!
Yes.
Thanks for the help. I know everything we encounter in this bubble is imaginary, But these monsters sure fight like the real thing. It's a bit too true to life.
That's not good, right?
Don't worry. As long as we collect Dvalin's tears, we can use this abyssal power to our advantage.
I see. In that case, let's get moving.
Have you seen Barca, by the way? We haven't found him yet.
No, he might be at the upper levels. Let's search together.
Better to find him soon than later. The Grandmaster is an exceptional warrior, but this is the abyss we're dealing with. You can never be too careful.
Okay. Wait. Disable? What is this supposed to be? Okay. I guess this was just making damage if I had used it. Well, too late for that. Never mind. I thought Nico was just there to heal me. Okay. Let's find Barca. I don't need to fight with everybody. Since there is nobody to save. Just need to find Barca. Okay.
Huh? What happened? The statue's broken!
Okay. Okay, it's only in the bubble. It's only in the bubble. It was not the real Mondstadt. If we come out of the bubble and the same thing has happened to Mondstadt, I just won't be able to take it.
The Grandmaster should be over there. Come on, let's hurry.
Do you think it was Dvalin just flying through it and kind of took off with Venti's head? Okay, we'll find out sooner or later.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
We're here to help.
Perfect timing. Let's do this.
I bet he could have taken all of them without our help, but sure. Let's help him.
Here we go! Think you can get away? Go as one!
Oh, I wanted... They keep changing the positions of my characters.
Up the ante!
Wait, even like those in Natlan?
Up the ante!
That's very suspicious.
Burn!
Why?
Sunder!
Looks like we're all back together. Everyone in one piece.
Isn't this suspicious to you? To have the Rift Hounds or things like this? It's what you find in Mondstadt. You can find some Rift Hounds when you go to Wovendam, as far as I remember. And the other things were like Hilichurls. But the Tenebrous Mimiflora? Is it because of Varka? Varka was in this bubble before with us. And if the Abyss was able to take hold of something within him to copy his memories?
Yes. The honorary knight arrived just in time to help us out.
I don't think you needed me, but sure.
Now that we've collected Dvalin's tears, the monster attacks appear to be easing up too. I'm sure you've noticed, Varka, but the city is pretty much a ghost town at this point.
Oh, I just now noticed that the head is actually down.
Yeah, we should get out of here. No sense wasting our strength.
This is so weird to see.
This place should be safe from monster attacks for now, at least.
Anyone there? The communication function bugged out again. Do you copy? It's me, Nicole. Alice just got back too.
Yeah, we can hear you now! What's going on?
When designing this experience, we cut out the part where the Traveler cleanses the abyssal power, and we didn't think to replace it with a different sequence of events. I think what we're witnessing is a direct result of that.
So the reason... Wait, so they wrote the abyssal corruption like before, but because they wrote out the Traveler's Row, now the abyss is just running rampant? And it's actually showing what would have happened in Teyvat if the Traveler hadn't arrived?
Alice and I thought the events in the bubble would be independent from each other, but since the magic is contained in one place, it appears a casual link has formed between all the events within it. And so, because Dvalin was never purified, we've encountered a major bug.
I knew it. So, what we're witnessing now is like an alternate version of events where the honorary knight never appeared in Mondstadt.
Okay, just as I thought, but... I am still extremely suspicious of the Tenebros Mimiflora.
Wait, but even if the Traveler never showed up, you could have done something, right, Venti?
He can't cleanse the abyss, right?
The Abyss is a far greater enemy than one person can face. I could have handled that specific situation, sure, but it wouldn't have gone quite so well. If I'm not mistaken, you've seen how that version of the story goes yourself, right, Farka? Through the mage's scryglass?
Yeah, it was a kind of prophecy. It felt so real, I doubt I could ever forget it. In the end, you were able to seal Dvalin away, but you were wounded in the process.
But if Dvalin was sealed, how did things get to this point?
Because a seal doesn't solve the root problem. Over time, the abyss would just grow stronger and stronger, deteriorating Dvalin's consciousness until there was nothing left.
Wait! Does that mean what we saw earlier was...
The aftermath of Dvalin breaking free from the seal. That's right. He is in dire straits. The power of the abyss has fused with his flesh and bones. Purifying him now in this state is no different than sentencing him to death.
Okay.
So, if we want to resolve this crisis,
We have to kill Dvalin.
We have to kill Dvalin. I know that sounds intense, but remember, this is a fictional world. The real Dvalin is right as rain and a lot more mellow than this one, that's for sure.
That is true, as far as we know, but aren't stories like super powerful in the world of Teyvat? Like even seeing in the kind of real world. I mean, with real people seeing this as part of the story, wouldn't that make the story just a tiny bit more real in the real part of Teyvat as well? I know this is very confusing. But the story of a character is a super important part of who they are. That's what we learn from Durin, at least.
We have our solution, so let's hop to it. Should be a piece of cake for a group like this.
Don't you think there is a chance that the real Dvalin could be affected in some way because of this?
No time to lose, right? We've got Klee waiting for us after all.
She's playing somewhere else right now, so we do have some time. Of course, the sooner we resolve this, the better.
Alice, what is she playing with? I'm sorry, this is even more dangerous.
You're right. This is the only way.
I know Dvalin means a lot to you. If this is too hard, you can leave it to us, you know? No need to scar yourself over a game, right?
I'll be fine. I was prepared for that possibility back then, too. Let's go. Storm Terror's lair awaits.
I feel so bad for Venti.
This is it. Ready, everyone?
Even if the Valin doesn't get affected by this story's conclusion, don't you think at least Venti will get affected?
More than.
Of course. I just hope I learned a thing or two since the first time around.
Ha! Guess I'm the newbie, huh? Good thing I'm a quick learner then.
Yeah, sure, Varka, sure.
What about you, Traveler? This was your first big fight in Teyvat. Were you nervous back then? How about now?
I was nervous. I fell into the abyss several times.
I'm not nervous. We've all grown a lot since then. We overcame this challenge once, and we can do it again.
Paimon believes in you!
Then let the mournful cries of this lyre, tainted and defiled, summon a familiar now utterly warped.
You alright, Barbados?
Turning the surging abyss into musical notes is no simple task. But how could I claim to be the finest bard in Teyvat if I didn't rise to the occasion?
I have heard enough.
I wonder why they have blocked out these parts. I know I'm probably just imagining it, but it sounded like Isterov, one of the words. Is he calling him child of Isterov? Or something like this? Also, this is where the abyssal thing was here, and now it has grown even more. Okay.
This hulking dragon is as intimidating as ever!
Remember, we need to wear him down first before we can attack his weak spot.
Oh, he has different attack styles.
Yahoo!
Oh, I wanted... It's so weird.
Burn! Up the ante!
Almost there! Almost there! No! The violin!
Now's our chance. Climb up and attack the abyssal core.
Come on, come on, come on! I lost so much time!
Time for
No!
takeoff.
I did such a bad job, and it's on video. No! Let's go, let's go.
Nice job.
I was supposed to
One
use...
more to go.
No, he's already... I was just getting ready to fight.
Huh?
Time to switch positions.
Okay, let's switch positions. How can I do such a bad job? Okay. No! This is not what I wanted.
Up the ante!
Okay, okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I just lost the whole burst. Please stay here, Devalin. Freedom comes even through the destruction of all
Thunder!
things. This is what's said underneath his name. It's a very weird
Let's
thing.
play! Think you can get away?
Barbados, guide us.
Burn! Maria sweeping in!
Almost there. No, don't tell me that.
Up the ante!
Am I literally just destroying the shield and nothing else?
Up the ante!
Okay, this time it's doing something. I should just use Varka.
Up the ante! Charge!
Okay.
Oh boy! He's super mad now!
That he is.
Burn! Up the ante! Burn!
Come on. Oh. I've either completely forgotten how to fight with this dragon, or they've made him stronger. I'll go with the second option.
Yeah. Burn! Up the ante! Sunder!
Okay, let's go. Yes.
Thanks, Gene.
You're here!
I follow the lyre's song, wherever it leads.
Thank you. Looks like the mage's tale isn't over yet.
Might not be a happy ending, but someone's got to strike the final blow.
It's your turn to be the hero.
I'll take knight over hero any day.
Oh my. Hello, gaming. Hi. Wait. The bubble crisis is resolved without incident. Okay. I don't need to hurry. Hi, Cloud Gaming. I hope you're having a lovely day. No, it hasn't just started. This is almost the end of the quest. That was so epic. And it finished in the most Mondstadt way possible. Seeing all these old characters plus Varka fight together in a place that holds so many memories. Absolutely amazing. I wonder though now. I've been wondering about what Varka saw in the scry glass. Because he saw a version of events where the Valin gets corrupted and gets sealed. Because the Traveler was not there. Because he was the one that defeated the Valin. And, no one could cleanse the Valin of the abyssal powers. And I've been wondering, how is that possible, considering that everything in Teyvat is predetermined? There is fate, that there are certain things that are going to happen, and they do happen in the future. The future and the past are both written. What if he actually saw in the scry glass this? He saw parts of the story that was written in the bubble. And that's why there were these supposed versions of the events that occurred in Mondstadt. Hi Waffle, I hope you're having a lovely, night. And thank you for coming, even if it's for a tiny bit. Have a nice night. Okay, that was so absolutely awesome. Okay. The bubble crisis is resolved without incident, while Alice and Nicole fix the flaws in the magic to prevent any recurrence of the problems. Also, the Valin getting ejected out of the bubble straight into the window and destroying everything. That was awesome. Lee doesn't notice a thing and embarks on a relaxing adventure alongside her mother and Nicole. Bye, Waffle. Thank you for joining. Now, the only issue left for the knights to resolve might be the window the Valin broke.
Looks like it was a happy ending after all.
It would be so awesome if the window is actually broken when we enter there. But I doubt it.
It was kinda like a choo-choo car ride. It had its fun moments and its thrills. All in all, Paimon had a great time.
Guess it wasn't without some collateral damage, though. Sorry about the window, Jean.
It's fine. As long as the building itself is intact, I consider that a win. I'll arrange for the window to be replaced at a later date. In any case, we were lucky Dvalin arrived when he did. It would have been tricky to deal with a flying opponent otherwise.
I suppose I could have created a gust of wind to whisk us up, but I'm not sure our gliders would have survived the process.
Honestly, after everything we faced, I can't believe Alice still decided to bring Klee in there to play. She's a daring one, that's for sure.
Let's be honest, if Alice had entered the bubble with us, she would have dealt with the abyss of the Valin, right?
I mean, can we be certain there aren't other bugs that just haven't cropped up yet?
I suppose that speaks to the confidence the mages have in their magical mastery.
If I know Alice, the whole bubble could have been blown to bits, and Klee still wouldn't have had a single scratch.
Her abilities do speak for themselves, I suppose.
So, what now? Anyone down for a drink? My treat.
I bet Venti would want some.
Sounds like a great idea. But tonight it's on me. I happen to have a bottle of fine wine set aside just for the expedition team.
That's way too nice of him.
Haha, even better. Count me in.
Say no more. You had me at fine wine.
All right, let's head over to my place then. You're coming too, right, Jean?
She'll probably work though.
I'm afraid not. There's still a lot of work to do.
What did I say?
So what? The world's not gonna end if you push it off? Come on, we never get a chance like this.
I suppose that wouldn't be a problem if you head back to headquarters with me after we're done and help make up the work.
Oh, that was dirty.
On second thought, how about you just join us when you're done with that?
Varka,
What about you, Honorary Knight? Gonna tag along?
I've still got questions for Alice. I'll wait for her to get back from her adventure with Klee. I do have questions for Alice.
Okay, all's well that ends well, am I right? To the bar!
Alice loves going to the library. Let's wait for her there.
No, I want to see the window. Oh, dude, this is the library. No!
Looks like it's been fixed already.
But I really wanted to see it broken.
Ah, that explains the loud noise I heard outside. So it was Dvalin who fell into the river.
Considering his size, the fact that he broke a single window and not the entire wall seems like a feat of magic in itself.
Thanks for helping with the repairs, you two. This place looks as good as new now.
It was literally 2 seconds.
Does that count as a great feat of alchemy then?
How did you repair it so fast? Also, what? This is not the river. There is a whole lot of Mondstadt left before the lake. Arca's Sacred Stash, I have to return there to see what it is about. And if I can take his Mora. Okay.
Please be quiet with...
Okay, this is still the same, I think. Where am I supposed to wait for her?
Looking for me? I'm glad. I wanted to thank you for helping me keep my promise to Klee. She had a splendid time in the bubble. Nicole came with us to make sure all was in order and prevent any similar incidents from happening in the future. You live and you learn. It's rare, but even the Dodo King isn't immune to a small slip-up here and there, I suppose.
So, it's all fixed?
Yes, quite. The recording work is done as well, so now all we have to do is play it on loop. It should be smooth sailing from here on out. Anyone and everyone can now enjoy the bubble at their leisure.
See, all these wordings, specific wording in these sentences, it just makes me so much more suspicious about Teyvat being a samsara. What if the reason that everything in both the past and the future is predetermined is because everything was already recorded and now it's playing on a loop until the traveler arrives and she kind of puts a wrench in that loop.
Nicole will keep an eye on them, of course.
The disaster we experienced, that was fate before we changed it, right?
I wouldn't put it quite like that. It was more like a fate that will not come to pass.
Huh? What's the difference between the two?
Let us not forget the courageous dragon slayer in the story. Well, in real life, he had already left on an expedition to Nodcry at that time. Of course, that doesn't mean Dvalin would have escaped his destined death, for another hero would have come along and paid a painful price for victory.
But what we saw in the bubble was what happened after Dvalin broke free from the seal. So, couldn't Barca have been back by then?
Dear Paimon, you're free to ponder such questions yourself, of course, but it's of little use to ask them aloud.
Alice knows so much more than she's letting on.
Word to the wise. Do not lose sleep over all those what-ifs. over the fates that will not come to pass. It's an exercise in futility. Those who can observe fate see both the good and the bad of what could have happened. But all that matters is what did happen. Those alternate fates are nowhere near as important as the world that exists in the here and now.
But how can there be alternate fates if everything is predetermined?
Alright.
There is something else. The abyssal power inside the bubble was far too real.
Ah, you're saying it was as if the bubble itself had become contaminated. I suppose some gunk could have stuck to my luggage while I was wandering the border and got mixed into my magic without me noticing. Just kidding. I would never be so careless. Your intuition is spot on, Traveler. What developed in the bubble was a nascent form of abyssal power that, if left unchecked, would evolve into the real thing.
What? So it didn't come from outside? It just appeared out of thin air?
If that's true, then one of the reasons for the firmament in Teyvat, isn't it to protect Teyvat from abyssal powers from outside of the world? If abyssal power can spring up on its own, then that wouldn't help, right?
The abyss is perilous, cunning, dangerous, obsessive, and most infuriating of all, a complete and utter mystery. I'm sure you've seen for yourself how complex it can be.
Yeah, we have actually seen this. We've seen that Rerir having an obsession or warping things that were pure like love into obsession is something that the Abyss does very well. And this is the thing that I'm most interested in, cunning. This is very different from everything else. Mystery, perilous, dangerous. These are things that I would normally associate with the Abyss. But cunning, again, this is something that a consciousness can do. So is there a consciousness in the Abyss? What is actually speaking in people's minds if it's not a consciousness?
The Hexen Circle has been observing its energies for a long time, and I think Barbalot's interpretation is the most accurate. The essence of the Abyss lies in the hatred carried by all the fates that will not come to pass.
The hatred carried by fate. Canria was ripe with hate, wasn't it? Hate towards the Seven. Hate towards those who were different. Like the children of the iridescent moon.
This world is filled with conflicting elements. That one thing should happen signifies that a different possibility has been eliminated. These events can be small, almost trivial. I had Sweet Madame for lunch today, for instance. That means the Alice who chose tea break pancakes instead is no more. Of course, they can also be events that threaten the world, such as my friend Rhindotter's decision to tap into the Abyss. In that instant, the tale of a future in which she remained pure was gone forever.
What does Alice think about Rhindotter's use of the Abyss, actually?
So then, the question at the heart of it all is this. Why must these fates be the ones to disappear?
And Alice must know that Rhyndotter is now part of Naberius, or that Naberius is rather part of Rhyndotter.
Paimon gets it. It's hatred that stems from not being chosen.
I don't think that's it.
Precisely.
What?
The magic we wove this time involved recreating the past. However, some of the variables we added allowed a certain amount of these unchosen fates to come very, very close to reality.
It's hatred that stems from not being chosen. Is that why the Abyssal Twin is an Abyssal Twin? Because he was not chosen to be the traveler?
And thus, the abyss showed its teeth. Of course, much like always, it is not existence that it seeks, but the destruction of all.
The first thing we do in the game is to choose. That's the one thing we have power about. That's the one power we have, to choose a twin. And the moment we choose a twin, the other one is imprisoned. And the next time we see him or her, they are the abyssal twin. Carrying hatred from not being chosen. If that connects to the beginning of the game, I would be so stoked.
In the end, though, it wasn't a huge issue. Things like this happen on the border all the time.
And it happened on the border. This can't be a coincidence. I see. No wonder the abyss is so full of hatred.
It has quite the victim complex, that's for sure.
The abyssal twin also has the victim complex a bit, doesn't he?
It's obsessed with entering this world at all costs. And that is precisely why we must protect our lives and those of our loved ones. Because when you think about it, to exist in this world is to be a spark of luck amidst countless possibilities. How precious is that?
Having crossed swords with the abyss many times, I'm beginning to think along the same lines too.
Ah, Alice, you're here. I'm truly sorry about this, but per the regulations of the Knights of Favonius,
No.
I'm afraid I must send you to confinement.
Can she?
Whatever for? Things turned out just fine with the magic bubble. Besides, if that's what this is about, shouldn't Nicole come along too?
It's not about the bubble. We received word that a number of fish have been injured as a result of explosions near Starfell Lake.
They got caught.
As I'm sure you're well aware, fish blasting is strictly prohibited.
Oh dear. Run, Clee! Save yourself!
She's already inside.
Jean is thorough.
Guess it's a day of first for the Dodo King, huh?
Oh, farewell, forever traveler. You shall never see me again.
She's so dramatic, I love it. No, that's the end of the quest. I mean, yeah, it makes sense, but hatred from not being chosen. If that does not connect with the beginning of the game, I'm sorry, but it's too much of a coincidence. That was awesome. So many awesome things. The only thing I regret is that they repaired the window immediately. I wanted to see it broken. Wait, are they inside?
Here, I'll draw him for you. Look, this is the bad guy who made a whole bunch of trouble for Daddy. It's all his fault Daddy couldn't make it back this time.
No one escapes Jean. Hi, and I hope you're having a lovely day, by the way. Yeah, no one escapes her. Speaking of which, can I go very quickly to blast a few fish and then enter the confinement so I can see the picture?
That big meanie! We should blow him up! That's right, he is a big meanie. But thanks to the honorary knight and her friends, he's not going to be much trouble anymore.
Excuse me? That was about the dad, right? What do I have to do with him? He's on another planet.
Yay! The honorary knight is the best!
Is she just making a story for Klee? I still want to see the picture. Okay, never mind. Amazing. I love this main quest for main event for this patch. so much. I want someone to just tell me what they think. Do you think that this hatred thing is connected to the Abyssal Twin? The first thing we do is to choose a twin. And the hatred that stems from not being chosen is the seed from which abyssal power grows. It has to be connected. You can't... It has to be. Okay. Too much excitement. What happened here? Too many things. In the Favonius Falcons recon log gameplay of the Homeward, he who caught the wind event achieved a 4000 rating in aerial shooting, plan ahead. Yay, okay. Too many exclamation marks. Oh, attain 200 in Windscape Splendor and 400. Let's go. What is all this? Oh, yes. Okay. These are the normal events. But... wait, Starfell Lake? I didn't even listen to Through the Doors. Now you're curious how we managed to help Kleiner on another planet? Yeah, that's my question too. He is supposed to be on another planet, having nothing to do with the Traveler or the Knights of Favonius. My speculation is that probably the picture of the bad guy was realistic. Or maybe even that was not. We have no idea if Alice can actually go see Kleiner there. Or if they can just hear each other from afar. I bet that she was just making a story for Klee. Because otherwise it wouldn't make sense. Okay. Let's go find discrepancies. I haven't checked this at all until now. Starf? Oh no, wait. I'm dropping everything. Okay, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Almost. Starfell Lake. Discrepancies found. Something. You can still picture the moment your journey began. You remember how it felt to take the first step and the weight of every word you shared. I absolutely do. Now let's find those discrepancies. In Alice's magic bubble, some things differ from the real world. Use the spotter camera to document these discrepancies and assist Nicole with the debugging process to obtain the corresponding rewards. Discrepancies that you have found are saved in the discrepancy log on the left for easy reference. When players fail to find new discrepancies for some time, more clues will appear in the discrepancy log. You're very slow here. We will be nice to you, basically, is what they are saying. She did say that they are able to communicate with Kleiner through the dodo thingies. Yeah, he probably is dealing with something related to the Abyss. But if they're using the dodo communication thing, they're probably only able to kind of talk to each other. A strange card can be found to the north of the statue. Okay. I don't think she was able to see the actual bad guy, whoever he is. Razor? Is that a discrepancy? Yes. Oh, now I see why it seems so familiar. Yes, Paimon.
Razor? What are you doing here? And shouldn't this thing be in Wolvenden?
Fiery woman came to take Lupical. I said no.
No, Alice was literally going around and saying, I'll borrow your father wolf, basically. You stopped her?
She backed down, but then said I would do just as well.
She kidnapped Razor.
This sword is here, for now. I am here to protect it.
Hold on, let Paimon get this straight. Alice was planning to bring Boreas here, but you stopped her.
And then she kidnapped him.
So, she took the illusion of the sword and left you to guard it instead. That would make the trial of Boreas the trial of Razor now, wouldn't it?
Oh, what would happen if someone tried to claim this sword?
We fight. I protect Lupacol.
Wow! Looks like Paimon's guess was spot on. Don't worry, Razor. No one's gonna take this sword. It's not even real.
Not real?
Let's leave the explanations to Nico.
Alice's scheming claims another victim, huh? Let's take the photo and get Razor out of here.
We've taken it. Poor Razor. Okay. You can see something there. That line is not escaping my mind. If I were in Teyvat, I would have so been possessed by the abyss. I am so obsessive about these things. Such an easy target, it will be so sad. Is that one from the first events that I never got to play? Is this a discrepancy? Yes. Choo-choo cart.
It sure would be convenient if we could build a choo-choo cart track straight from here to Mondstadt.
An express line right to the best fish blasting spot?
Oh, okay. Might not be the best idea.
Hey, the cart here isn't broken anymore. Okay. And I think I saw something on the other side as well. By the way, one of the the nicest things I ever found was just the chest inside those broken down carts. It was like so cool to find when I first started. Okay, let's take a picture of this. Time for some exercise. I have no idea what they're talking about.
Oh, it's Eula and... Clorand? You're here in Mondstadt?
Clorand? If you have been in this channel, even for a little bit, you probably know that I love Clorand. She's one of my 4 favorite characters.
Yes. I received an invitation to exchange swordsmanship techniques. I'd heard of the single-handed sword form of Favonius blade work, but after crossing swords with Miss Eula, it turns out the Knights of Favonius are quite accomplished with the greatsword as well.
Yes, they are.
You're quite an accomplished swordsman yourself. Although I suppose that's to be expected of the champion duelist. Even over a few short rounds, I feel like we've learned a lot from each other.
This is a good place to spar.
For sure. You don't have to worry about breaking stuff or accidentally hurting anyone nearby.
That's right. There also appear to be automatic harpasta launchers in the area.
Ah, that's one of your local traditions, isn't it? Shall we have ourselves a game then?
Why not? You should know, though, I'm not easy to beat at this game. Ah, hold on. No muskets allowed.
Oh, why not? Doesn't it still count as hitting the harpastum?
Clorand, I want you to come more often.
A sword's range is limited, though, so it wouldn't be fair.
Ah, of course. Then you should use a gun as well. Voila, problem solved.
There you go. Since I like Clorand, I'll probably like the drink mixing minigame. She's in it? I will be doing that. Wait, now that I've talked with them... Again, I'm wondering if Razor has any additional conversations. Okay, I'll go check that very quickly and then move to the next bubble. There's so many things I want to do. Wait, where did he go? Ah, it's up there. Cloran's quest, her story quest was just so amazing. I really want more of that.
Not real. I don't get it.
Okay, very good to know. Okay, with this I think I have everything in this bubble. Okay. Starfell Lake, a beam of blue light has appeared to the southeast of the statue. A round device can be found to the west of the statue. And I've read the other ones, so I don't need to read them again. Okay. Oh no! I really want to go find Clorant. I'm sorry. I'll return for the bubble thing later. I wonder which one she will be though. These things take so much time on the Bookworm challenge because there is so much to read. And I still haven't talked with so many NPCs around here. What am I doing? Oh. I'm sorry. Can you wait a second? A bit of technical issues. The other ones are... Okay, I hope this is Clorant. Scents from another land. Perhaps due to a certain resonance of fragrances, you've attracted a visiting perfumer from a faraway land. She wanders over to see what the drink stand has to offer. That's Emily. Okay.
Good afternoon, traveler.
Emily, 1,000 scents traced. A renowned perfumer in Fontaine's perfumery industry and a skilled forensic cleaner. While the world often romanticizes perfumes, in Emily's eyes, whether crafting fragrances or erasing traces, both are essentially no different from precise chemical experiments. She treats bottled scents with rigorous rationality and brings the same disciplined calm to the disorder of a crime scene. Though she prefers to keep a comfortable distance from others, she never holds back her patience or kindness from those who truly wish to open to her.
I didn't expect the honor of witnessing your harmonizing talent here in Mondstadt.
Here on vacation? On business?
Both, actually.
Oh.
A lady calling herself a mage asked me to come manage her flower shop. At about the same time, the Cat's Tail commissioned me to create a new fragrance for their establishment.
Interesting.
Ending today's busy schedule with a drink crafted by you in person is truly a wonderful reward.
Wait, a mage? With a flower shop? Who is that? Nico is not really into flowers. Alice is more into blasting things. I don't know who that is. Then I'll make sure to pull out all the stops. I'll mix you a special surprise.
I have faith in your choice.
Emily is more sensitive to aromas than most people. If I create an unbalanced blend of scents, it might make her uncomfortable. In any case, I should use ingredients with complementary scents and try to add a dash of Fontanian flavor too. Let's start with a Mondstadt take on a Lumideus Twilight. Okay, let's go. Tea and fermented juice and mint. Cut the ingredients into small pieces. What do you think of this part, by the way? Shake gently. Let's go. Classic Douglas. Let's see. Classic Douglas. But that's what this one actually looks very cool. Bowberry garnish. Oh, it looks so pretty. Lumideus Twilight, a refined cocktail from Fontaine that has been described by drinkers as capturing the warm glow of sunset over Lumideus Harbor. Rumor has it that you can still order this gem from the hidden menu at the Rusty Rudder, though it's rare for the bartender to recreate its original flavor perfectly.
Care to give this a try, Miss Emily?
Your artistry is truly a pleasure to watch. This tastes like a local variant of a Lumideus Twilight. Am I right?
You're spot on. You got it right away.
The gentle and elegant taste, with its distinct layers combined with a hint of Mondstadt's characteristic scent, offers quite a welcoming flavor, all the while avoiding potentially discordant aromas, though in reality, there's no need for you to be so conservative. I have quite a high tolerance for flavors that stray outside the boundaries of conventional wisdom.
It went too traditional. So this one's probably a bit too traditional, huh? Guess we're looking for something more avant-garde?
Your drink was nice, but it would be perfect if you could make one with a little more depth. A cocktail that shows off your unique understanding and enhances my impression of Mondstadt. If you need time to mull things over, perhaps you might find inspiration in a little light conversation?
No, Chlorant is the fourth one? I don't even know I'll have enough time for that. It's... This... I have to read everything in the game, so these take a lot of time. Okay, work progress. How's everything been with your perfumery lately?
Oh, thank you for asking. It's been going well, though this trip to Mondstadt has presented some unexpected challenges.
Oh, she said that she's both for vacation and for work here, right? Ah, she's working for the Cat's Tail, right? Not for some murder that has taken place in Mondstadt.
When I first got here, I was relying on a copy of An Overview of Aromatic Substances and the Human Senses to identify promising local ingredients from the Mondstadt region. To my surprise, my trial fragrance, which used Valberry as the primary note, proved far too sweet in the context of a tavern, relaxing people so much that they ended up feeling drowsy. The bartender with the beautiful ears, for instance, fell asleep right at the bar.
Fiona, I never knew Valberries could have that effect. I guess that means Valberry perfume is off the table.
Let's just say that sweetness isn't always a case of the more the merrier. Maintaining an appropriate balance is beneficial for both body and mind, even in daily life. I rarely eat sweet food, and I try to avoid fruits like berries that have a high sugar content.
And yet we gave her exactly Valberries.
In the end, I completely eliminated Valberry as an ingredient and turned instead to Windwheel Aster, with some success, I might add.
Wait, what? This is not the full... Interpret? The sweetness of Valberries has added a few complications to Emily's work. Emily believes that too much sweetness may not be a good thing for the human body. Vow berries are also used in Lumidius Twilight. Perhaps I'd better swap them for something else. Okay, let's go. Garnish with something other than vow berries. Let's go. Bouquet on the table. Did you buy these flowers just now?
They're part of my reward from the flower shop owner. Important ingredients for making perfumes. Thanks to these, I was able to complete my commission for the cat's tail. I studied Mondstadt's Cecilia flowers many years ago. In fact, the fragrance of Cecilia in certain fields has become synonymous with Mondstadt itself.
Venti uses Cecilia's as his ascension material, right? I'm not sure, I don't have him, but I have this impression.
However, this is a special case. Some cats are quite averse to the scent of Cecilia, and we need to be particularly mindful of their preferences.
Wait, so cats make Venti sneeze, and Venti Cecilia makes cat sneeze, metaphorically? So what did you use for your aroma this time? Which flower did you use instead?
Windwheel aster. The various parts of the windwheel aster plant can be ground into a powder to extract their essences. I then blended the scents from its petals and leaves. The result carries the intoxicating sweetness of mead, while still emphasizing the fresh notes contained within the flowers, stems, and leaves. I just took it for a little trial run at the cat's tail, and the cats seemed to really like it, while the clients themselves found it comforting and invigorating.
Oh, I love this cat.
Extracting exquisite fragrances from ordinary overlooked ingredients? Oh, that's what truly brings me joy.
Okay. Incorporate windwheel asters. Emily created a new fragrance using windwheel aster, and apparently it was quite successful. But what's the best way to incorporate the scent of windwheel aster? I'm still not sure there is a strong enough connection. Perhaps I should try a different approach. Or maybe I can find out something more. Okay. I thought we could just put the windwheel aster here, but okay, never mind. A bright and clear sky. The weather's nice today. That sounds so awkward. So this is what it feels like to start a conversation with a classic icebreaker. We've been talking for like 15 minutes already, but sure.
It really is. A while earlier, I watched a whole run of fair weather clouds float by, fluffy as pillows. It's not overly humid either, and the wind is gentle too. In such conditions, one's sense of smell is heightened, but not to an excessive degree. When scents are blended well, they naturally combine with the ambient context, leaving particularly powerful impressions.
I never realized scents were so affected by the weather. I've never heard that before. How fascinating.
It seems something similar is true for mixology. As long as you choose a base of appropriate strength, the various flavors will blend seamlessly together. When mixed properly, all the ingredients work as one to create a most wonderful symphony for your taste buds.
I see. So the combination of flavors is key. You prefer flavors that blend together harmoniously.
Yes, that's it. Now I think about it, layering distinct flavors doesn't really suit my personal preferences.
Isn't this layering exactly distinct flavors? Mix more thoroughly. We went from talking about the weather to the best way to blend scents. Emily prefers single, seamlessly integrated scents rather than those with distinct layers. In which case, I'll need to blend each ingredient together thoroughly in her drink. I should shake it a lot harder to make sure the flavors don't separate. Oh, no, I already did this. Okay. Yeah. Shake harder than lightly. So they're basically saying that the drink the traveler initially makes for Emily is like completely wrong. And she's so nice not to tell you straight. You show hobbies and interests. What do you usually drink?
Usually, after work, my friends from the Maison Gardiennage sometimes treat me to a few drinks. I usually stick to fruit tea. That way, I can get straight back to work after our gatherings. If it's before a holiday and my friends are in high spirits, I sometimes order a small glass of sparkling fruit wine. There was an officer named Terena who used to treat me to aged Corte wine. But since she was transferred to the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol, we haven't had the chance.
Oh, so you do drink alcohol sometimes. I was worried it might overstimulate your senses. That's so weird.
In the world of science, high-proof alcohol is a widely used solvent. I've grown well accustomed to the smell of it by now. Besides, when I'm slightly tipsy, my state of mind changes, which in turn alters my approach to perfumes. It doesn't matter if the result is good or bad. It's all about trying something new.
That seems like a very venti approach. I need a bit of tipsiness to find a new approach to my work.
So I don't mind drinks with just a little bit of alcohol, but I don't like anything too strong.
Okay. Emily... I have very complicated feelings about Emily. She's such a complicated person. Wait, where was I? No, I don't want to... Okay, I found another thing accidentally. This was the thing I unlocked just now. Light liquor won't leave you drunk. Emily enjoys fruit tea, but she also occasionally drinks alcohol to get a little bit tipsy and spark her inspiration. So I guess I can add a dash of light wine to the base. Perhaps something fruity? Okay, and process the petals further. Windwheel asters seem like a good choice. To make sure everything blends into one, I could try finely chopping the petals and spreading them across the top. There we go. How many did I get? Yes. Use a base of fruit wine and tea. Change to a double-walled glass S. Okay. I think add petals to the mix. I think I've got everything. I think I know how to improve your drink. Please bear with me a second while I update the recipe.
Just from our brief chat, you've already formulated a new concoction. Perhaps you possess a natural talent for this kind of creative work.
It's so weird that they don't let the traveler drink alcohol because she's supposedly underage. But mixing it, they're like, yeah, go ahead. Bring me the drinks as soon as you can. Okay, tea, fruit wine, fermented juice, and chopped petals. Cut the ingredients into pieces of any size. I thought they were supposed to be into small bits. Shake properly or vigorously. Shake hard. Blend it well. And double-walled glass. There we go. Any garnish except blueberries, like you were completely wrong before. Just put salt into the wound. Oh, I really like how this goes. Aesthetically, I have absolutely no idea what this is supposed to taste like, or if this will go well with it, but aesthetically it looks very pretty. Lumideus Twilight Special Blend. Based on a Lumideus Twilight, this novel cocktail was concocted specially for Emily. The perfumer from Fontaine told you that excessive sweetness makes people drowsy, and she prefers to enjoy just a light touch of tipsiness. Clearly, knocking a guest out at the bar isn't a bartender's main goal. On days of gentle wind and clear skies, heightened senses can amplify the flavor of a perfectly harmonious drink. Inspired by the art of fragrance, you developed this subtle, elegant masterpiece. Oh my, that's so much praise.
Here you go. A new and improved Emily-inspired Lumideus Twilight. I haven't come up with a name for it yet.
The colors are cooler and more refreshing, and the fragrance is delightfully subtle to match. Are these bright specks on the surface the crushed petals and leaves of windwheel asters?
Yes, you clearly know your stuff. It's the floral symbol of Mondstadt.
I'm sure it must taste wonderful. Let me try.
I hope she likes it. I won't believe her though. Last time she was fine, supposedly, with the drink, and then we find out that we put everything that she hates, basically.
In the language of flowers, the windwheel aster represents the visible winds. Your cocktail not only captures their form, but also the fragrance they carry. Therefore, I suggest you call this drink Windborne Bouquet.
And maybe choosing the flowers for the drink was nice, because it's a bouquet.
The winds and clouds of Mondstadt swirl together in the glass, leaving behind enchanting traces of fragrance.
A perfect name from a master of perfume, elegant and full of style.
Really? Perhaps it's just a habit of my profession. I'm glad you like it. Now it's time to slowly savor this masterpiece.
I hope she actually likes it.
Thank you so much. This trip to Mondstadt has been so rewarding. This is the most memorable cocktail I've ever had. Once I get back to Fontaine, I will attempt to recreate this moment as both a fragrance and a perfume.
I am honored. That's so exciting to hear.
Once I've perfected the recipes, I hope you'll do me the honor of being the first customer to experience these new products. Until then, I look forward to seeing you in the court of Fontaine.
I wonder when we'll get an event like this with her. There are so many places in Teyvat now that I am seriously worrying how often we would get to visit a certain nation. Like right now, there is so much things. There's so many things that happen in Mondstadt. Once this finishes, who knows when we'll return here for an event. Okay, I think I won't have enough time to do Chlorant, but let's do the third one. Wait. Did I? I'm supposed to get... Yes. Wait, this does not give a... Meditations on Mixology. Windborne Bouquet. The perfumer from Fontaine told you that excessive sweetness makes people drowsy, and she prefers to enjoy just a light touch of tipsiness. Clearly, knocking a guest out at the bar isn't a bartender's main goal. On days of gentle wind and clear skies, heightened senses can amplify the flavor of a perfectly harmonious drink. This is absolutely the same as before. Inspired by the art of fragrance, you developed this subtle, elegant masterpiece, and Emily decided to name it Windborne Bouquet, like the perfumer she is. And this is all the same, so I need to read just this part. Windborne Bouquet, indoor furnishing, ornaments, memento, a special drink that exudes a quiet elegance with its exquisite aroma. This is a masterpiece that was crafted for Emily with Lumideus Twilight serving as the creative inspiration when the Honorary Knight's cocktail shack was in operation. Okay. This is just an item, right? 140. Okay. I have so little time left. Oh my, there's so many? And there is one that isn't even unlocked until now? Okay. Yeah, I think I have enough time for one more. These are fun. They're very long, but they're fun. Okay. Claymore and musket. The drink stand was built to help knights relax after long days on duty, and it just so happens that a certain captain has recently returned from a long posting at Dragonspine. Claymore and musket? Are they talking about Eula, or who are they talking about? Oh, okay.
So you're looking after the drink stand now. If I'd known sooner, I would have stopped by this morning.
I was right. Thanks for your support. Anytime you need a drink, I'm here to serve.
I've got to say, I'm getting curious. I've heard a lot about your mixology skills. I wonder what kinds of drinks you can mix with the ingredients Glenfiddia has prepared.
You seem busy. You've been working extra hard lately, haven't you?
I don't have much of a choice. It's just one thing after another right now. First off, the Knights of Favonia's annual combat assessment is coming up. And this year, the standards are higher than ever. As the captain of the reconnaissance company, I have to lead by example. At the very least, I need to rank as one of the top 3 captains in the practical portion. So, I've been intensifying my training lately.
So, that's your style, huh? It's my first time seeing the side of you as a captain.
Being a descendant of sinners means I have to work hard to maintain my position. I'll have you know I've never once neglected my duties.
Oh, yes, I read everything that's part of the challenge. Well, that's the whole challenge. The bookworm challenge is that I have to read and do absolutely everything. Nothing can escape. Although many things do, because they just disappear too fast, or I forget about them.
Anyway, on top of all that, my duel with Miss Clorand required a lot of focus and energy. Learning how to turn defense into attack and seize the initiative when facing a combined assault from sword and musket. Even now, I'm still chewing through the details.
Who won? I want to know who won.
But in the end, the exchange went well, and both parties learned a great deal. Never mind writing reports from 6 different perspectives. I feel like there's enough worth mentioning to write 24 of the things.
Sounds like you could do with a very stiff drink. Sounds like you could do with something to replenish your energy.
Oh, I sure could. Anything that'll perk me up would be welcome. I'll leave the details to you.
Given Eula's current condition, it might be a good idea to mix her a twinkling starlight. Okay. I couldn't read this. Fruit wine, fizzy water, and wolf hooks. Cut the ingredients into small bits. Let's go. There was one event a long time ago where we got to cook in Wangshu Inn. I felt like there the minigame was a bit better done. Okay, shake hard. Let's go. Aromatic goblet. Interesting. Let's go. Star salt. It looks very pretty. I bet she won't like it. Twinkling Starlight. This special cocktail was inspired by the stunning vistas over Cider Lake beneath the starry sky. Both its color and flavor hint at the refreshing nature, but those with a lighter tolerance should be careful of its lingering kick.
One twinkling starlight for Captain Eula. Hope you like it.
Oh my... I don't know how to read your name, I'm so sorry. Can I call you Ayo? Thank you so much for the very kind words. And welcome to the channel.
Judging by your confident tone, I'm certain I will. Well then, I'll make sure to savor this thoroughly.
Is she going to get drunk?
Huh. Not bad. Sweet and tingly, with a delightful airiness. The fizzy water really brings it to life. I suddenly feel full of vim and vigor. But just one glass doesn't quite scratch the itch. How about something with a bit more bite?
Oh my, I should have known. She's a true Mondstatter. Not strong enough for you? Looking for something with more of a cake?
Don't hold back. You don't need to worry about putting me on the floor with nothing but a couple of drinks.
Oh, let's chat while I decide. Just making it stronger won't cut it. I need to rewrite the recipe from scratch. Just give her pure vodka at this point. And she'll be happy, I bet.
Works for me. The first company hasn't assigned me any paperwork for tonight, so I'm free to catch up and try your new creations at my leisure.
Drink on the table. I'm just wondering, that bottle you're carrying, is it imported fruit juice?
That's right. The merchant I got it from called it Romaritime flower fruit extract. It has a very unique smell. Here, have a bottle.
Have you been drinking a lot of this lately? Why carry it around?
Oh, it's a necessary courtesy.
Uh-huh.
In that book Miss Magistus lent me, The Blade Dancer, 20 Years On, it says, after a duel, a Fontanian swordsman will politely invite their defeated opponents to a banquet. To properly play host to Miss Clorand, I searched for quite some time to locate a rare goods merchant in Dorman Port who sold this juice.
So did you actually... Did Clorand defeat her? Sounds like something out of a story.
I had my doubts at first too, but Amber said something that makes a lot of sense. She said that even if this custom doesn't really exist, following it still shows I've made an effort to understand Fontaine's cultural heritage.
Yeah.
Besides, who doesn't like trying new things, right? When I gave it to her at our post-training banquet, Miss Clorand really did enjoy this juice.
So did she defeat Clorand? Unusual juice. Eula had some special Romaritime flower fruit extract with her, and she gave me a bottle to keep. She really likes the fresh fruity flavor. I could probably find a way to incorporate it into her drink. Okay. A memorable experience. This latest experience seems to be something worth remembering for Eula. I should find a way to reflect that in her drink. I can probably tease out some threads of inspiration from our discussions and then try to piece them all together. Okay. Distant snow mountain. It's been a while since we last saw each other. Have you been stationed near Dragonspine this whole time?
Yes, I have. For a while, the situation there was difficult. A gang of outlaw engineers was messing about with some sort of mechanism control technology, attempting to manipulate ruin graders so they could rob merchant caravans.
What?
To make matters worse, several veteran knights who had been stationed at Dorman Port were transferred to my squad, and they weren't happy to be taking orders from that Lawrence girl. Leading them on this mission was quite eventful. It took 3 weeks of stealth operations in the snow, with no fires to keep us warm,
before we finally located the enemy's stronghold. Those veteran knights faced the bitter cold and were almost taken down by the enemy's smuggled battle mechs. Fortunately, the battle went our way, and they had no choice but to acknowledge my abilities.
I'm so sorry you had to deal with that. This sounds so insensitive. Did you catch a cold? No. I'm so sorry you had to deal with that.
Me? I'm completely fine. But thank you for your concern. It was mentally tiring for sure. But fortunately, the operation wore them down far more than it did me. They won't be questioning my authority again anytime soon.
That's very nice.
If any new recruits try to make my life difficult, I'll just have my veterans give them a few friendly pointers. I guess you could call them a permanent solution, huh?
That sounded so threatening. Restoration required. With how demanding her duties in Dragonspine have been, Eula probably hasn't had time to fully recover. To help Eula replenish her strength, I can replace the cool-tasting wolf hooks with some warm cocoa. Okay. Associate with... Okay, this is the same as before. Can I associate it with this? Yes. Understanding their thoughts on the duel. Every region has its own signature flavors, and the sword techniques of Mondstadt and Fontaine have their own distinct character too. I need to find out what Eula thinks. Maybe I should chat with her some more? Okay. Okay, sparing mindset. How do you feel after your contest?
Oh my. To be honest, before we crossed swords, I was feeling eager, but also a little nervous. Miss Cloran's combat style comes from the mysterious Marechaussee hunters. In the library, there are some old Fontanian newspapers from hundreds of years ago that give some idea of how formidable an organization it was. A more recent newspaper claimed that Miss Cloran was an orphan from an underwater kingdom, and that before battle she would perform rituals inviting spirits to possess her sword.
See, don't you think Cloran is awesome? Like, mythical tales of her origins are spreading all over Teyvat.
Certainly, from my own experiences, Miss Cloran's abilities more than match those descriptions.
Such a historic showdown deserves an extra special cocktail. Should we commemorate it with a sword-themed drink?
Incorporating elements of swordsmanship into a drink? Huh. Certainly a creative idea, I'll give you that. A commemorative cocktail at a time like this sounds nice, but how do you plan to express something like swordsmanship with a drink?
I don't know, but it has to be very cool. From what I've seen, Fontanian fighters armed with rapiers excel at thrusting attacks. They put a high price on precision and sustained pressure.
That definitely matches the description I read in that book.
If I were to compare them to a drink, I'd say they're like coffee, Bew fruit ice wine, or Mondstadt fruit wine. They may not overwhelm your senses, but they refuse to fade away. In fact, the first drink you tried had a fruit wine base.
That's right. You really know your stuff. I doubt there's anyone else in all of Teyvat who could come up with such a perfect metaphor.
Your swordsmanship is different, though. You're like a lead dancer with the claymore, guiding your blades through big, sweeping arcs. You only need one hit to unleash an avalanche of destruction. In other words, your style emphasizes forceful impact at the moment of contact.
There's no need to make it sound so fancy. It's just an aristocratic variant of Favonius bladework, with a bit of personal flair.
So, you're more like a strong spirit that hits the senses hard and then leaves a clean, icy aftertaste without lingering flavors.
Firewater. In recent years, firewaters gained popularity the world over, following in the wake of prosperous Snezhnayan merchants. These days, almost every tavern has a signature drink that uses it as a base.
Is that the Teyvat version of vodka? Then we found a perfect solution together.
You really are good. Why don't we try replacing the fruit wine with firewater?
I bet she would like that.
As for the alcohol content, that's not a problem. Plenty of the expedition team may have drunk themselves senseless with firewater. But me, I'm full of confidence.
Are you sure? There was a hint of worry there, Eula. Are you a true follower of Venti or? Okay. Every nation's fighting style is different. We talked about the differences between Eula and Cloran's blade work. I think I can represent this in the mouthfeel of Eula's drink. The obvious conclusion is to swap out the fruit wine for firewater. To match the big sweeping arcs of her sword fighting, a small cup won't cut it. We need something a little heftier. No. Right after she sensed that indecision in her voice. Let's not make it small. Okay. Eating on duty. What do you usually eat when you're busy?
If you want to know what I've been eating recently, I'd better start by mentioning the logistics company's latest revolution. They launched a diet improvement initiative and started distributing a form of standardized canned food to knights operating in the wilderness. In the past, we only had dry rations. Every mealtime we had to set up pots and campfires, roll dice to choose a cook, and take turns standing guard. In all honesty, it was a bit of a hassle. Now we just need to bring our standard field rations, comprising of 5 cans and 9 paper packages. We can heat the cans by the campfire, and then we're ready to eat.
Sounds pretty convenient. Sounds like there isn't a downside. It sounds like it's not very tasty.
You did say sounds like, right? Our canned food supplier has quite the stellar reputation, and their regular meals are indeed quite good. The problem is, in order to meet preservation standards, they have to make their military-grade meals way too salty. The vice captain of the 5th Company, who has a somewhat dry sense of humor, went so far as to say, "This food's bad enough to bring down the wrath of Liyue's stove god."
Whoa, they're calling on you.
In any case, after eating it for a week, my taste buds have gone completely numb.
Is it really that bad? No. Someone should be held to account.
You can hardly blame the logistics company. After all, it is hard to please everyone. Our feedback has already been submitted, and they should be working on fixing the issue. Of course, having fresh meals prepared in camp by a dedicated company chef is still the best option.
Okay. Eaten too many cans of salted food. Yola brought up the canned rations she's been issued with recently. Apparently, they're so salty, they've left her taste buds numb. With that in mind, I should probably remove star salt from the mix. And yet again, we've put exactly the worst thing possible. At first. If Eula sees a coating of salt on the rim of her glass, it might make her feel faint. Okay. There is everything, right? Replace wolf hooks with cocoa, add maritime flower juice. Replace fruit wine with firewater. Don't use a small glass. And garnish with something other than star salt. Alright, I think that's all I need. I know exactly how to prepare your next cocktail.
Brilliant! I'm looking forward to seeing how you do.
Let's go. Firewater. Add maritime flower juice. Wait, where is that? Here. And cocoa. Cut the ingredients into pieces of any size. Let's say small pieces then. And shake hard. Medium or large goblet? Let's make it large. I think that's the stuff. Classic Tempest glass. I am definitely going all in. Trying to get Eula drunk. That's so weird. What? Ah, it needs to be goblet. Oh, that would have been so cooler. So much cooler. Okay, Master's goblet. Still works. Any garnish except star salt. I think this one looks very nice. I'm still a bit sad that we can't give the wrong drink to people and see their reactions. Okay, I'll read this after she gives the name.
Here's your all-new Seafoam Sword Song, mixed to meet your personal preferences.
Oh my, what beautiful colors! And you even added my romaritime flower fruit extract. The aroma is perfect, and I can smell the alcohol, but it doesn't stifle the fruity fragrance. Let's see how it tastes.
Can't wait to hear what you think. Unless you fall drunk to the table.
Give me a moment to come up with the right words. I need to think carefully.
Can you try to stand, Eula?
I know it's unbecoming of a lady, and a proper connoisseur would savor their drinks slowly. But I'm sorry, this is just too good to be true. Can you mix me another?
She can drink one more? But this is in the large goblet and it's basically pure alcohol. Of course, feel free to order as many as you like. How many do you want? 2, 3? It's no problem for me. And so Eula, lost in friendly conversation.
Oh, no, what was I going to say? I've completely lost my train of thought.
Got completely drunk.
Whatever. I feel fantastic. This cocktail, it's the best I've ever had.
Can she meet with Citlali?
I think I'm gonna head home and get some sleep.
She can still stand? Do you think you've maybe had one too many? Maybe I should have gone easier with the fire water.
Don't worry about me. This is the happiest tipsy I've been in years. I'm still far from being drunk.
Are you sure?
By the time I've written up those reports for my exchange with Miss Clarend, I'll have been on duty for 3 months straight. Jean, the acting grandmaster. Isn't it about time she gave me some time off? I won't be forgetting this injustice in a hurry. You mark my words.
Oh my, she's going to throw up in Jean's office. And Jean will find out that we got her drunk. This is so scary. Okay, let's find her cocktail. Wait. These things and meditations on mixology. Seafoam Sword Song. Eula's swordsmanship is like a whirling waltz. She strikes with the force of an avalanche, yet her finishing flourishes are clean and elegant. This bold approach is reflected in her drink preferences. To match her style, the drink you prepare combines ice-pure firewater, romaritime flower juice, steeped in commemorative meaning, and restorative cocoa to replenish her energy and banish fatigue. creating a true dance of flavors. Sorry. I got distracted. Okay, everything is fine. Since this blend is inspired by the Spindrift Knight's dancing blade, you decided to name it Seafoam Sword Song. Judging by the speed with which she downed the first 3 cups, it seems to have earned Eula's wholehearted approval. And Seafoam Sword Song Indoor Furnishing Ornaments Memento, a special drink that balances icy cool freshness with the satisfying kick of a proper teapot. This is a masterpiece that was crafted for Eula with twinkling starlight, serving as the creative inspiration when the Honorary Knight's Cocktail Shack was in operation. Let's go. And everything else is the same as before. Okay, unfortunately. Yeah, this is where I will have to stop here for today. I can't do Cloran's quest today, which is very sad. But tomorrow I will continue. I will find the discrepancies, finish with mixing drinks, and actually, hopefully, I will be able to finish with all the mini games for the event. I've already finished with the one with the flying, so I don't think there is too much left. There are a lot of NPCs with whom I haven't talked yet though, so it will be a lot of time that I would need to finish with everything. But for today, obviously the main event quest was the best part. I absolutely loved it. But the minigames are also not bad. I still want that event in Mondstadt with the mixing of different potions. That was my favorite Mondstadt thing to do. But I guess it's now lost to time. Anyway, thank you everyone so much for chatting with me and watching and everything, and I hope to see you another day. Bye bye for now.
Share your trouble.